Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from Group 3. This is our group team members.
What is the software development life cycles? Software development life cycle is the application of standard business practices to build software applications. It's divided into 5 steps: system analysis, conceptual design, physical design, implementation and conversion, and operation and maintenance. SDLC is a way to measure and improve the development process. It allows a fine-grained analysis of each step of the process. This, in turn, helps the company maximize efficiency at each stage. SDLC helps achieve these goals by identifying inefficiencies and higher costs and fixing them to run smoothly. How the software development lifecycle works. The software development lifecycle simply outlines each task required to put together a software application. This helps to reduce waste and increase the efficiency of the development process. Monitoring also ensures the project stays on track and continues to be a feasible investment for the company. Many companies will subdivide these steps into smaller units. Planning might be broken into technology research, marketing research, and a cost benefit.
The first phase is system analysis. There are 5 steps to complete system analysis. The first step is making the initial investigation. The company has to examine the information system problem to be solved and determine the project scope. For example, what the project should and should not accomplish. The second step is conduct the system survey. The company has to study the current system to understand how it works, its strengths and weaknesses. The company also has to collect the data to identify user needs. Data can be gathered by interviews, questionnaires, observations, and system documentation. The third step is develop feasibility study. It involves an in-depth study of the proposed system to determine whether it's feasible. The company has to examine technical feasibility, economic feasibility, legal feasibility, operational feasibility, and lastly the schedule feasibility. The next step is identify information needs and assessments requirements. It involves finding out and documenting what users and management need. This is the most important aspect of systems analysis. The strategies that can be used by company is asking users what they need, analyzing external systems, examining existing systems, which determines if modification or replacement is needed, and lastly, creating a prototype. The last step is prepare a systems analysis report. It involves preparation of a report summarizing the systems analysis work. This report is submitted to the Information Systems Steering Committee. The second phase is conceptual design. There are 3 steps to complete conceptual design. The first step is evaluate design alternative. There are 4 ways to approach the system's development process, which is package software, in-house development, end user development, and outsourcing. Next, the company has to prepare design specification. Conceptual design specification includes output, data storage, input, processing procedures, and operations. And lastly, the company has to prepare conceptual systems design report. This report contains output, database, and input, processing flows and the relationships among programs, files, inputs, and outputs, hardware, software, and resource requirements, audit control and security processes and procedures, and lastly, a discussion of assumptions or unresolved problems that might affect the final design.
Next, I will explain for the next phase of SDLC, which is physical design and implementation and correction. Physical design is a third phase of SDLC. In the physical design phase, the broad user-oriented requirements of the conceptual design are translated into detailed specifications that can be used by programmers to code the programs. Some tasks included in this phase are design outputs, database and inputs, develop programs, develop procedure, design control and deliver developed system, goes through information system steering committee. Next is implementation and conversion. This is the actual writing of the program. This is the capstone phase during which everything comes together. They also help ensure compatibility between different team projects and to make sure target goals are being met. The tasks included in this phase are develop an implementation and conversion plan, install any new hardware and software, train personnel, test the system and make any needed modifications, complete the documentation, convert from the old to the new system, and deliver operational system. Develop an implementation and conversion plan is needed because of the complexity and importance of this phase. Trained personnel is new employees may need to be hired and trained or existing employees relocated. Deliver operational is sent to final report to the IS steering committee.
Operation and maintenance. The last step in the SDLC is to operate and maintain the new system. So, once the system is up and running, operation and monitoring is continued. Further, the tasks include fine-tune and do post-implementation review, operate the system, review and modify the system, do ongoing maintenance and deliver improved system. So, in this phase, user discover bugs that were not found during testing. This error need to resolve, which can spawn new development cycle. Lastly, to the preceding 5 phases, 3 activities are performed throughout the life cycle, which planning, managing behavioral reaction to change, and assessing ongoing feasibility. Next, SDLC models and methodology, which is Waterfall and Agile. So, what is Waterfall models? Waterfall refer as a linear sequential life cycle model. In this model, each phase must be complete before the next phase can begin, and there is no overlapping in the phases. Here the diagram of Waterfall model.
The Agile model was designed by developers to put customer needs first. This method focused strongly on user experience and input. This solved much of the problems of older applications that were arcane and cumbersome to use. Plus, it makes the software highly responsive to customer feedback. Agile seeks to release software cycles quickly to respond to a changing market. This requires a strong team with excellent communication. It can also lead to a project going off track by relying too heavily on customer feedback. Conclusion: the process for software development. SDLC show you what happening and exactly where your development process can improve. Like many business processes, SDLC aims to analyze and improve the process of creating software. It creates a scalable view of the project from day to day, according to managing production day. That's all from us. Thank you.